You call crushing ants a challenge? The novelty of these little scuffles quickly wore off for me. Now it's just tedious. It amazes me that some people enjoy it so much. Keep up if you want my help. I don't want to be stuck here all day.
You can leave the trickier opponents to me. You did invite me here after all, so I'll do my part for the cause, no problem. As for what part that'll be exactly, arrange that however you wish. I can handle it.
How are you feeling? Try not to worry too much about the next fight. I've heard people say that having a good attitude actually benefits your health. Even if spearmanship isn't my strong suit, I'll do my best to protect you in this battle.
You youngsters need to make sure you're getting enough exercise. You don't want to be huffing and puffing while your elders are still going strong. Why, this is a walk in the park compared to the field studies that Haravatat used to send us out on. Never mind. No point in dredging up the past. Go on, then. I suppose you ought to rest if you really are tired. I've seen too many junior scholars ruin their health for the sake of their academic pursuits. Let that be a cautionary tale. Those who fail to heed the advice of their elders do so at their own peril.
Dear me, is it time to go off and fight again already? All this running around is getting quite exasperating. I have half a mind to transform into a kitsune and hitch a ride on your shoulder. You'd like that, wouldn't you? In your dreams. Oh, little one, you've still got a long way before Yae Miko the Wise and Beautiful permits you to see her true form.
I rarely encounter opportunities to rest mid-journey. During battle, slowing down is even more out of the question. However, given that this is not a solo operation, I will go along with what you think is best. In any case, this is an acceptable place for a brief period of respite.
The legacy of the Yakshas lives on in the historical records that tell our tales. Still, that brings no solace to me or my late comrades. But watching the shell lanterns rise into the sky during the lantern rite, that is what brings me peace.
If it's okay with you, I think we should check all the pillars in this room, just to make sure they're sturdy. If I spend too long in one place, sooner or later, accidents happen. It's not me I'm worried about, but if I'm gonna keep on adventuring with you, we gotta make sure everybody else is safe.
You intend to take a rest? I concur. You do look quite tired. Self-knowledge is a good trait to have. Better to walk at a slower pace if it means you will travel further in the end. I brought some coffee candies. Here, take one.
I think I'll read a little before the next battle begins. Please refrain from recommending something like a newspaper. I recognize that short-form articles may be a fitting choice, considering the limited amount of time at our disposal, but they're simply not to my taste.
When I was little, my mother often read me bedtime stories. Back then, I thought the world was just like in those stories, and everyone led peaceful, happy lives. It was only later that I realized the difficulties and struggles many people face in society. All I can do is try my best and stay loyal to the people I care about. Now that I think about it, even though the stories are fictional, they can still help children get a good night's sleep. To me, that's enough.
There are a surprising number of books here. I can't help but wonder if there are any ancient prescriptions or medical texts.
Sorry to disappoint, but I already took a look. They're pretty much all children's books.
Is that so? Well, some fairy tales may still have therapeutic benefits in treating mood-related disorders.
Will you join me in a game of Karuta? It is a fine way to spend leisure time. It will help us both relax, while keeping me sharp and focused. The only thing is, it is customary for the winner to be awarded with confectionery, but I do not know whether it can be brought in here. In that case, we can celebrate the victor at the Sacred Sakura some other time. Now, are you ready to be humbled?
So, a short rest before the big battle, huh? In that case, I think some light-hearted music is in order. Something easygoing enough to help everyone relax, but not to the point where it becomes too snooze-worthy. Take a seat wherever you like. Once you're comfortable, Der Fluling and I shall begin our serenade.
You need a break already? Your travels sure have made you soft. Can't we just go and get this over with? We're not fighting a trained army here. We'll run circles around those morons. All right, suit yourself. Just don't keep me waiting too long.
I know all these books are meant for children, but some of these stories are actually quite good. Here, for example, this one's the story of two parrots that sue each other. Each accuses the other of stealing a poem that they both claim to have written that morning. But since they only know how to imitate speech, the judge has no way of knowing who actually wrote the poem first. Such a fun story. Any chance I can borrow it?
Only a handful of my more experimental dishes have made it onto the Wanmin restaurant menu. In most cases, it's because I think the texture isn't quite right, or the flavor needs a lot more work. But that doesn't mean I'm about to give up. I know there are tasty dishes out there waiting to be discovered, and I'll find them sooner or later.
The novels here actually aren't all that bad. But a little fried tofu and a few drinks would make things better still. So, little one, do you think you could pull a few strings and get your hands on some for me? Without them, I don't think I'll be able to muster the energy to help you explore this domain. Oh, the look on your face, so dumbfounded. I'm joking, can't you tell? Do you really believe the great Lady Guji herself would be so fickle?
Want to get some shut-eye and rest for a bit? I'll keep you company. Or, if you're not sleepy, how about we chat for a bit? Maybe I could tell you a story. Oh, sorry. Am I talking too much? I just get so excited when I'm in a new place. I want to see everything there is to see. I've always got the energy to explore.
Are you tired? I know a trick that works great. Imagine all the enemies you're facing as delicious ingredients. With all that tender, delicious-smelling food nearby, doesn't it just give you a big burst of energy? Huh? Hard to imagine. Maybe it's just me then.
The enemies we face are of a lowly breed. Deal with them however you see fit. But do not get complacent. You should expect to fend for yourself, as I am not in the habit of coming to other people's rescue. If you do encounter a foe for whom you are no match, simply make yourself scarce, and I shall deal with it in due course.
It's not often that I have the chance to take a rest before the battle is truly over. I keep asking myself, can I really afford to take a rest yet? And if there are still monsters that have not yet been vanquished, the answer is no. I cannot stop now. You'd like to join me in a moment of meditation? Oh, all right. Close your eyes. Now, join me in turning your gaze inward, to the deepest part of your being.
We're gonna rest and regroup? Good. A wise decision. There's no telling what awaits us next. It's crucial that we take every opportunity to recover our strength. You should go hydrate. I'll handle the weapon maintenance. Once I'm done, they'll be good as new.
The scoundrels who slink around in here are fools, all of them. To posture menacingly before mortals is one thing, but to persist even after witnessing one's adeptus arts? It is sheer illiteracy in the face of manifestly legible writing on the wall. These dullards would be no match, even for one's two disciples, let alone oneself.
How big do the monsters here get? Maybe even bigger than the highest tree in the Whispering Woods? Anyway, there's no need to worry. I made an even bigger bomb! Da-da-da! Clee to the rescue, clearing the way from this honorary knight.
This is a nice little challenge, isn't it? Getting out into the world with your friends, exploring all its nooks and crannies. It's exactly the sort of thing you should be doing while you're young. Back when I fell into those strange ruins, I didn't have a single other person to talk to. I only had myself to rely on. Now that was a true challenge, let me tell you. That said, I wouldn't recommend that experience to anyone.
The legacy of the Yakshas lives on in the historical records that tell our tales. Still, that brings no solace to me or my late comrades. But watching the shell lanterns rise into the sky during the lantern rite, that is what brings me peace.
This place is truly perilous. Do you have any injuries or concerning symptoms you'd like to tell me about? Yes, I know you're very skilled. But just because you're not black and blue doesn't mean everything is okay. If you're not careful, fatigue will accumulate over time and catch you unawares. You must remember to stretch to relieve tension and ensure good circulation of your chi.
Or to put it bluntly, he's worried about you. So just lie down and let us give you a quick checkup.
When danger rose, they overcame their foes, onward forging to the journey's end. My dear courageous traveler, if you will allow this humble bard to join you on your journey, it would be my honor to compose an epic poem to remember your deeds. I'm willing to bet a whole glass of apple cider that your story will be one for the ages.
If it's okay with you, I think we should check all the pillars in this room, just to make sure they're sturdy. If I spend too long in one place, sooner or later, accidents happen. It's not me I'm worried about, but if I'm gonna keep on adventuring with you, we gotta make sure everybody else is safe.
Want to get some shut-eye and rest for a bit? I'll keep you company. Or, if you're not sleepy, how about we chat for a bit? Maybe I can tell you a story. Oh, sorry. Am I talking too much? I just get so excited when I'm in a new place. I want to see everything there is to see. I've always got the energy to explore.